How's it going, everyone? This is John from the Untamed podcast, and I'm just here to let you know that the band that I play in, Desert Fish, will be at the Marquee Theater in Phoenix, Arizona on August 21st, alongside Catch a Fire, Earth Cry, Jam Now, The Conveyors, and Jalos and the Rebels. If you need tickets, they are available for $15 from us. DM us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that to get yourself one and skip all of the unnecessary fees and hassle of buying your tickets online.
Good evening, sir. Today's episode is brought to you by Human Sound Studios.
You okay over there, Juan?
How did we do that perfectly in sync? Like,
because we're twins and we're in sync.
Wow.
I completely missed it.
Did you see?
I was starting the timer. No.
So we were like dancing to the song, and then we both went like at the same time, dude.
That's pretty good.
Wow. Okay.
Well, all right.
Welcome to the Untamed podcast. I'm Juan.
And I'm John.
And we are on episode 11 now.
11.
Wow.
It's been 11 weeks.
That's a long time.
It's like almost 3 months.
That's like 11 weeks.
That's 11 whole weeks.
That is 7 days times
11.
11.
Yep, that'd be how a week works.
That's 77 days.
Good multiplication.
Thank you.
Nice. Not even needing a calculator.
Not even needing a calculator. Oh, so what's up, John? What's good in the neighborhood?
Dude, it's been
dude?
It's been a busy ass week, man.
It has been.
Yeah, fucking the single from Zach came out like yesterday or today or something.
Mm-hmm.
I just sent off Josh's final mix. I have a client that's coming in a couple of weeks, so I had to get stuff ready for that. You and I went on some photo shooting adventures this week.
Yeah, we did that twice.
The
last 2 days.
You're coming straight from a photo shoot to this podcast.
Yes, we are.
I'm tired. I've been up
tired.
since 6
a.m.
It was hot. It's very hot.
It's like 112 degrees outside today.
Yeah, this is nonsense.
Dude, it was like...
My friend likes to say we live in hell adjacent because Phoenix is hell.
Wow.
It's pretty funny.
Wow.
Your cells start to die at 103 degrees Fahrenheit, it was 107 today.
So there you go. That's why my brain doesn't want to work.
All my cells were dead. Brain cells.
Brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
Might just be because your birthday was this week.
Dude, yes.
Which, happy birthday there,
Thank
Juan.
you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this was a pretty wild fucking week, dude. I made it a goal, you know?
Well, not only did you have stuff to do, but you also had partying to do for your birthday.
Yeah. And not only did I party...
You partied horde.
I fucking partied, dude. So
yeah, you were sending me snaps of most of the partying, and I was just like, oh, geez, man, that's not going to end well.
It ended fine. You know what? It ended worse for the people that were with me.
I can imagine.
Because, like, people try to keep up with me, and then they're just, like,
work.
done. They're, like, done, and I'm like, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Like, I don't even know how I was still walking at the end of the night. But I was, you know?
There you go. You're still alive. You made it. You made it through another year.
And I go through like my
Spinning
messages and text messages and stuff, and like there's no drunk like
nothing crazy.
Nothing
you
messed
did.
up.
Yeah.
Like
you didn't say
perfect
anything stupid.
Punctuation and everything,
Nice.
dude.
You didn't say anything dumb. You might have said dumb stuff. No,
Probably. I say dumb stuff sober, so.
True.
But yeah, dude. Like, I feel like I need to come up with a name for, like, when people go out with me. Whenever we decide to go hard.
Like, you need another persona name for you?
No,
when you're drunk?
No, that's Brenda.
Oh.
When I'm drunk.
You become Brenda?
Yeah.
When you go to Rammstein?
Mm-hmm.
Not Rumspringer?
Rumspringer!
Rammstein's a band. Rumspringer!
No, but like, hey, you just got blah. You know what I mean?
It's got
Wonald?
twangy.
You just got twangy, dude. No, like you got like
sideways. That's
No,
what my friends have called it.
like
It's slideways.
like oh, you just got Juanified, dude. You know what I mean?
Like when you like christen someone.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Oh, man.
you just got like like when you. No, never mind, dude. I don't even care.
Don't even care anymore.
Probably not gonna party like that for a while.
Yeah. Anytime I do like party hard like that, I'm like, all right, it's time to take a back seat for a minute.
Well, you know what?
You
Like,
just get so worn out.
yeah,
Like,
I'm worn out. I made it a
I mean, I'm
goal.
always worn out, but
It was a goal to party like I used to when I was like in my early 20s.
mm-hmm.
Like when I was like 23, dude, 22,
Mm-hmm.
I would drink and party probably
Too much?
5 to 7 days a week.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
a
what
lot.
I mean? And
You tried to do it again and realized-
Yeah, I tried to do it again. And I did just fine, dude. Like I went, dude, I'm actually very impressed with myself.
Right, but do you feel as shitty now as you used to? Like, or do you feel worse, or do you feel the same?
Here's the thing: is before I used to get hungover, and then I would have to get over that hangover and then drink again that night. This time,
Your
I would
body was
just
like,
drink.
"Eh,
Yeah, I would just
we've
drink.
done this.
Yeah, been there, done that, bro. I got you. I would
got
drink
you.
and then I wouldn't even get hungover. Like I was like good. I would be tired, but not
Yeah.
hungover.
Your head's
My
not
lips
pounding.
bleeding right now. I just bit it.
Well, you probably shouldn't do that. I do it a lot though too. I like pick at it, you know.
It's
But like
bleeding
with
a
my
lot.
teeth,
Can you see it?
I can't see it from here. Oh no, I see it. Yep, that's no bueno. You should stop that.
Yeah.
Want a Band-Aid for it?
I guess I'll just suck on it. Yeah, it's bleeding a lot, dude. What the
Yeah, that's not good.
fuck? My skin, my blood is thinning. My liver is failing. How much did I drink? Okay, so like,
I don't know.
When we
You sent
went-
me a snap of you drinking some Jaeger. That looks scary.
so Wednesday I drank half a bottle of Jaeger, half a fifth.
Half a fifth, like a 2.5.
And then yesterday was like my final day, like go hard and go home. And I drank. This is not including when I drink at the bar. This is all pre-game.
Pre-gamed, yeah.
But I bought those little shooters. I had those little shooters of Jaeger.
Yeah. I think that's the one you sent me. You
drank-
didn't send me the other one, but
I drank the whole 10-pack.
it's a lot of Jaeger.
10-pack.
I like Jaeger. I don't drink it very often.
I'm
but-
bleeding, dude.
Yeah,
I think I'm
that's what
anemic.
happens.
Am I anemic?
I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. I don't know how it works though.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, and those photo shoots were pretty cool, dude. I'm getting a little frustrated with myself because there's like so much.
The photo shoots from today. Oh, this works.
Oh no, not like that. But there was like so much I wanted to do since I've been off of work, and I just didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like I just
Well, you were
did.
partying.
That's all I did. That's
Yeah,
literally
it's your
all I
birthday
did.
week.
That's fine,
It's all right.
but
I
I
feel
kind of
like-
feel like a piece of shit for it. You know what I
feel
mean?
you. Yeah.
Like after everything is done, like said and done, it's like, wow, what did I do?
Nothing. Yeah. I feel you. Anytime I do anything where I'm like not getting things accomplished or not working, I'm like, damn, I could have done so much. Like I could have gotten so much done and I just didn't.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
it feels like I wasted my time.
I also had on Wednesday, which was like my actual birthday. I did So I still had karate, and we had like a little belt ceremony thing for the students that took their test.
Yeah.
And the students that passed their test received the next belt, you know?
Yeah.
So I did that, and you know what's really cool is like I'm very strict as an instructor. And so like my students don't pass unless they deserve it.
Yeah. I mean, as you should.
Right. And I had a lot of students that skipped this time around, and the thing is, like, they skipped the rank. But the thing is like this summer semester was like 5 or 6 weeks long, as opposed to our normal semester, which is like 15 and 19 weeks long. So they weren't really able to learn everything they needed to learn. I still taught it to them, but I didn't think that they would pick it up. And some of them did, and they did really, really well, and I was very proud of them.
That's good.
And one of those parents posted on their Instagram.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me that one.
Yeah, and it was like it was a different one.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, oh, you know, like, oh, she looks up to you so much, like
that's awesome.
Her daughter and all that. And I was like, oh.
Right.
My heart.
Yep.
Dude. Wherever it's at, I felt it. You know what I mean?
I felt it. That one moment. And then it
sometimes
disappeared
I
again.
feel like I don't have a heart, dude.
Dude, I feel you on that one. Sometimes you're like, man, I just don't care.
I like always don't care. That's my problem. I was talking to somebody and they were like I don't remember what was said, but then I was like, you're not gonna offend me.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna work. Like, talk all the shit you want, say whatever you want, because they'll say something like jokingly,
yeah,
and then be like,
oh, sorry,
oh yeah, sorry, like, oh, I'm just kidding, like, oh, and then I'm like,
yeah, definitely.
and I'm like, dude, you're not don't worry about it. You're not gonna offend me, not gonna hurt my feelings, my ceilings.
Your feelings,
my ceilings.
Yeah. Generally, that's how I am too. It's pretty calloused,
and
which is good and bad.
And yeah, dude, I feel like a robot sometimes.
Yeah.
Cause yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I drank one of these yesterday, and I'm drinking this one today, and I don't understand how you guys don't like it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I drink those all the time.
Well, I thought you guys didn't like it.
I just wasn't feeling it yesterday.
We're talking about Starbucks Nitro Brew.
Because it tastes like the back of a cow's mouth.
It's Starbucks coffee, so it's not going to be the greatest, but it's Nitro Brew, and it's pretty good. Like, I'm drinking it.
You know what? Sometimes you got to be in the mood for something. And I thought I was in the mood, and I wasn't.
Well, I just found it funny because you both walked in yesterday, and you both handed me the same cup of coffee. Like, there's two of them. And I was like, well, this is cool. I'll do this.
I didn't know he had already given you his.
Well,
you told me to give it to him.
I don't remember.
We were on our way to John's, and
no, because you said, "Yeah, I'm not really feeling this."
And you said,
Nitro
"Give it to
coffee."
John."
And I was like, "Yeah, me neither. Give it to John."
Well, I got both of them.
Generally speaking, as a unit of not feeling
Dude,
it.
I think I'm losing my hair. Ouch!
Because you're getting old, bro.
Dude, for real. I need to go to the doctor or something. Start getting some hair loss remedies.
Go get some plugs. Looks like they stapled hair into you.
Yeah. I mean, my hair is all good, but it's not.
Bill Burr has a really funny
what
joke
it
about
used
hair
to
plugs.
be, dude. Let me walk around this bitch looking like Donald Trump, dude. It's gonna be huge.
Damn it. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge.
Y-U-G-E, huge.
Huge.
That guy just makes me angry, but we won't talk about that.
No,
No,
I'd rather not.
no. Dude, I'm tired today, man. It was
You
a
know
busy
what?
day.
You know what's cool? Every time I've gone out, it's been something happens. Something happens that
Something like shitty happens?
Yeah, something
like some
that I just-
altercation
yeah.
or Did you have any of those this time or no?
Nothing, dude.
Nice.
Every
That's
time
good.
I've
That's
gone
solid.
out, there was no altercations. Everything was all good, dude, and I was happy. You know
That's
what
good
I mean?
though. That's really good.
Nobody wanted to fuck with me.
That's good though.
Except for one person, I got a really bad vibe.
Except for
from.
one person.
Well, I got a bad vibe, and I was just like, you know what? Oh no, we're not doing this today.
Oh man.
Yesterday was probably the best day out of all of them. I think all my friends left, except for Julia. So everybody was like, it was like 1 o'clock, maybe like 12:30. And they're like, all right, Juan, we're going to go. And I'm like, okay. Like, you're going to leave me here all by myself? I was literally there by myself. And then like, she was outside, Julia. So I didn't even know she was still there. I hadn't seen her in like an hour. So I thought I was by myself. And then my friend was like, you have all your friends with you. And I'm like, I don't know any of these people. Like, yeah, I'm a social butterfly. I could probably go out and by myself and be good.
Just latch on to some other group.
Seriously, dude. And they'll accept me with open arms, dude. That's just, I don't know. I have that effect on people. Like, I don't even have to talk to them. And they're just like.
It's like, damn, you're awesome.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't even say anything. Can I say hi first?
Like, you know what? You come join our group. You just look like you need to be in our group. You want a shot? We'll buy you one.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think I spent any money this weekend.
That's dope. That's a big reason
I
don't
only
go
spent
out.
money on my pregame.
Yeah, it's a big reason I don't
it.
go out because it's just so expensive. Don't spend that much money on drinks.
Yeah, my friend Christine, she had a friend, and I had just met him for the first time, and he bought me a shot. I just met him, not even 5 minutes prior. Bought me a shot,
prior,
and we were like the best of friends at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's always fun.
I saw Christine today, and she was
people.
like, "Yeah, so and so wants to see you again."
Nice. So you got a new friend.
Well, sound like I got a new boyfriend. It's okay. It's all right.
Good.
It's all good in the neighborhood.
Sorry, my brain's taking a long time to process things because I've been up for a long time. I was up early. Actually, so I got a good night's sleep last night. Like I fell asleep at a reasonable time. And I woke up at 6 for the race this morning, and I've been up since. And
I think what we need to do is make it a priority to like get rest before the podcast.
Probably.
Because last week
was funny.
Last week was funny.
Last week was definitely funny.
It was funny, but you could just tell that we were just
all out of it.
Off of our rockers, dude.
I don't know. I think being off our rockers every once in a while makes for a good episode.
Yes.
I don't know. That was funny.
I think I said maybe about 4 sentences for the whole podcast.
You like saying the last half an hour of the podcast. I was just like sitting here trying to have a conversation with Julia because you were singing, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck him.
Yeah. That was real fun.
No, but I don't know. It's just because it's been a productive week and we're productive people. I mean, you partied all week, but
dude,
got a lot of stuff.
The only productive thing I did was those
meetings.
photo shoots. That's
yeah,
it.
which I'm excited for those. I'm excited for how they're gonna turn out.
It actually came out pretty good. Sometimes I do photo shoots, and like I haven't done anything in a while, a little bit, you know.
Like kind of creative photo shoots?
Yeah. But I mean, like,
it's the first time I've been on like a location photo shoot thing, kind of like that. in a minute because the only ones I've done have been like of band photos with I'm in it. So like it was weird being just there. Like I don't really know what to do here, you know, because I wasn't in any of the photos. I was just there to be a band member for the like to be like I don't like that or I like that, but also like I trusted you to get good shots, so I kind of just like I feel useless, but well, it was cool. It was cool to watch, like to watch it happen.
Yeah, you just stood there and
Pretty
made
much.
fun of me on Snapchat because I couldn't get that damn thing open.
That was kind of fun.
Well, when we did, even today, like yesterday and today, like it was the first time I had done anything in a while that like I kind of wanted to do. No offense to anybody else that I did photos for it in the last couple of weeks. But it...
Well, I mean, you get projects you want to do. You get projects that you're not super stoked about. It's just how it goes when you're working. Like,
but then I'm like I look at the pictures and then I'm like, damn, Juan, like you're getting good.
You're getting good.
You know what I mean?
This.
Like,
I think there's something to it if you're excited about doing it or if you're not. Like, I feel like if I'm producing something that I'm excited about, the quality is better than when I produce something that I'm not excited about. Like,
I'm getting really, really good at posing people, and I think that really makes.
I feel like it definitely makes a difference.
Yeah. I don't know, Julia. What do you think?
You're always right about everything.
Don't tell him that.
Most of the time.
It'll go to his head.
That sounds very sarcastic, though.
You said that last time. You should know when I'm sarcastic or not.
You're always right about everything.
There was some enthusiasm behind it, you know? No. You're almost always sometimes right.
You're almost always sometimes right. Yeah, there you go.
Constructive criticism.
You know what, Juan? I think you're doing great.
Yeah. No, I think you took good photos. I'm excited to see the final prints, photos, products. I don't know what you call them. Shots?
Sure.
I'm excited to see the finals.
Thanks. No, but like for real, like I was that fuck. What am I trying to say here?
I don't know.
I meant more about like the posing part. I feel like I'm getting good at it, but I don't know.
I think you're a healthy balance of letting the model do like what they're comfortable with because they should know what looks good on them.
Right.
But I also think you're also good at being like, okay, tilt your head down a little bit and look over there. And it does make a difference.
Yeah. I saw that today when you were like, leave your chin where it's at, but turn your eyes this way. Like, look at that thing over there. Or like, I need you to move your hand slightly this way or pull the shirt just slightly this way. Like, that was cool. It was. I felt like the opposite of when we did that Minutes to Midnight project together, that video where like you were in my environment and I felt like I was in your environment this time, observing more.
I'll try to get you to take pictures. I'll try to get you to take pictures and you didn't want to.
Well, yeah, because I didn't want to like, I don't know, I didn't want to waste anyone's time by taking shitty pictures. Like, I know it's not my thing, so I was like, I'll let you do it.
Here's the thing, dude. I had the settings ready. You had a pretty badass lens on that camera already. All you had to do was point and shoot, dude.
It would have been hard for me to fuck it up.
Pretty much.
That's what you're saying?
Pretty much. Autofocus was on. Autofocus. Sometimes autofocus pisses me off, dude. Because I'll be like, John, let me take a picture. And then it'll like focus on your mic. And then you'll be completely out of focus.
Completely blurry.
I mean, if that's what you're going for, then that's what you're going for.
Right.
But
what's that called? What is it? Bokeh or whatever? So Apple always calls it. Huh? When you have like something in focus and all the blurry behind it. I don't know. That's what Apple calls it when they did their keynote about their phones that has the telephoto lens that you can get the like blurry
depth perception.
Yeah. Well, you can get this thing in focus and then everything else behind it, you can get it blurry.
That's depth.
Blurred.
Depth.
Your depth.
Your depth. Okay.
Anyways.
What's good in the neighborhood?
What, like, I don't know. Our topic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can do that. I guess we can go there.
You don't want to?
No, I mean, we can.
I can leave.
No, today Juan had the idea of talking about some dreams. Some dreams.
Steve. What's that from?
I don't know, but you said it funny.
Steve.
I don't know.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, dude. The monkey.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I read the book when I was a kid, but
there's a book.
It's like a child story, yeah.
Oh.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh my god.
That sounded great. Thanks for doing it in your mic.
Didn't mean to.
He's drinking a Bang.
Bang.
Not sponsored by Bang. But it could be.
Thank you for letting me know, John.
No, I was letting the listeners know. Okay,
so the reason why I wanted to talk about dreams, dude, is because I have some pretty fucking wild dreams, bro.
See, I feel like I do, and I'm one of those people who like really rarely remembers them. I have some that stick out from childhood, but like I don't remember my dreams most of the time nowadays. Like they're gone by the time because like wake up, get coffee, and then like I can't remember what the fuck happened in the dream.
Always remember all of my crazy dreams.
Yeah, I don't.
Especially when they come true the next day.
So
I don't think I've had any of my like dreams that come true.
I have.
Like dreams, not saying things I want to do with my life, but dreams that I have when I'm asleep. Because I feel like that's different. Like some people could be like, what are your dreams? And
I thought we were talking about our ambitions, dude. My ambitions as a ride.
It sounds like when I'm like, oh, none of my dreams have come true. It sounds like shitty to say that because I'm doing exactly what I want to do with my life. So,
nope, you're not.
But none of my dreams.
You're not.
I am.
You're shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. So what?
Wait, before we get into it, the first time you said dreams and you wanted to talk about them, I know I asked you. I don't know if I asked you or not. There's a show called Blue Mountain State or BMS. It's about a football team, like a college football team, and they pretty much party all the time. But one of the characters has a show called Dreams, and it's funny. People call in and like ask him about like to grant their dreams. It's really weird, but it's hilarious. It's a funny ass show. And you should watch it.
Okay.
I'm just recommending it.
I'll look into it.
Blue Mountain State.
I'm still watching Dexter, though. I'm trying to get through that.
I've never watched that either. Whoops. Anyways, let's move on to this dream topic.
Okay, so let me tell you like my shit, dude. So
your dreams?
So not necessarily my dreams, but like what I have to go through on like almost a daily basis, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For one, I have crazy fucking wild dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Like out of the fucking just this whole entire universe.
Like crazy things happen? You see crazy things?
Crazy things, both. Everything you can think of.
Things seem like do you see like, does it feel like reality in your dreams, or does it feel like you're in a weird distorted reality?
Okay, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So not only do I have crazy dreams, but I have lucid dreams where I'm like aware
that you're dreaming. See, I've always been weird and skeptical about those because I've never had one.
Also, dude, I get sleep paralysis.
That shit kind of scares me.
It is so scary.
Like I've never had it, but the thought of it scares me.
It is so scary, and you know when I have sleep paralysis, it's usually connected with like a bad dream.
Okay.
And then there's, you almost feel like you can't do anything about it because the dream still seems real.
Yeah.
Seems like it's real life.
So like, do you feel like you're awake and in it? Like
in it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, you're awake. Like sometimes you realize I'm asleep. I'm
like,
dreaming.
is it like a dream that you can't wake up from?
Yeah. Yeah. Because then, so you'll be dreaming, right? And it'll feel real because your body is kind of like awake.
Yeah.
But your brain
is still like in sleep mode.
And then
whatever cycle.
sometimes you'll like realize, oh, this is a dream, but like, oh no, not your body. Your brain is awake. Your body is asleep.
Gotcha.
So then you're like, oh fuck, like I'm dreaming. Like sometimes you'll realize that you're dreaming, and then I'll still be in this dream, but then I'll be like conscious, like doing everything possible to wake up out of this fucking dream, and then I physically cannot open my eyes. Like I can't wake myself up.
The closest thing I feel like I've ever had to that is when like I'll be on the couch and I'll like be super tired and be like asleep and be like I should really go to my bed, and like I just like can't bring myself to get up, even though I know like I'm like, oh, I should go to my bed right now, but then I'm just like I'm comfortable right here, and it's like the fight I have inside me to like actually get up and go to my bed.
And
that's the closest thing that I can think of to being
the way
like, not
they
able to
describe like sleep paralysis too is like something sitting on you. So they say that like there's like a demon or something like sitting on you.
I don't know if
and that's why you have bad dreams too, because it's a demon
quote
in
unquote.
control. Yeah, in control of your stuff.
Nah.
But like there'll be times where like when I finally get myself to wake up, I'll be like, you know what I mean? Like fucking just like, you know?
I feel you. You're like finally like you like jolt awake.
And that shit happened, and I don't know why sleep paralysis happens.
I don't either. That might be something we should Google.
Yep, fact checker. But it started when I just started working night shift 7 years ago, and I
just started 7 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I had just started working night shift, and I fell asleep at the wheel.
Oh, Jesus.
And I got T-boned running a red light.
Damn.
And after that, ever since then, I've had sleep paralysis. And it's been on and off. And
that's weird.
But at first,
do you think something like changed? Like, do you think when you got hit, like you had like any like brain injury from it? And that's what changed?
I don't know if it was brain injury. I don't think it was brain injury, but I think it was more of like a PTSD thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because every time, like at first, for the first like couple years, my sleep paralysis was linked to
like dreams
falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
So my dreams would be me falling asleep at the wheel, driving, and then like not being able to wake up.
Yeah, that's scary shit.
There was one, and the last time that it happened, the very last time that it happened, I'd fallen asleep at the wheel. I was like getting off the freeway or something. So I was going fairly fast in the car. I fell asleep. I couldn't wake up, and I'm like, and I can feel like my car moving and shaking and start to go off the road. And like, I fully, like in my dream, fully accepted that I was going to die.
Yeah.
And then after that, I finally woke up, and after that, I haven't had.
Do you think
one
it's
of those
linked?
Dreams again?
Okay, so that makes me like think like, do you think it's linked to like a fear of you dying? Because if you said you fully accepted that you were just gonna die in that dream, right? Like,
but the sleep paralysis still happened. It's just not that dream.
Got you. Well, that's what I was thinking about, the dream of you being in a car crash. Like, do you think it was a fear of you dying in a car crash? And that's why you kept having that dream, because you feared doing it. And once you accepted that you were just going to die, like your body stopped having that like crazy, like
maybe. I think maybe that
kind of back of your mind sort of thing.
I think it was more of like a learning thing. Like,
got you. Yeah,
you can die from being stupid and driving tired.
Or
driving drunk or whatever the deal is.
They've linked, or they haven't linked, but they've said like that driving when you're super tired is similar to driving when you're drunk.
Also, fun fact: sleep paralysis can happen while you are falling asleep. And sleep paralysis is linked to like lack of sleep, a sleep schedule that changes. So you've had multiple different changes of work schedule, stress and other mental conditions, sleeping on the back other sleep problems can also cause sleep paralysis, which is just great. Like, oh, I have one sleep problem,
right?
And
so let's
now
cause
I'm
another
having
one.
This too, and a bunch of other stuff, substance abuse, medications.
Oop, that's the one.
Yeah, definitely that one.
It's weird. It's sort of an opposite issue that I have because I have like insomnia, so it's hard for me to sleep. So like I'll go like I can go 24 hours without sleeping and then finally like drop and be like, I'm so tired, I just need to fall asleep. But like I'll be tired and I'll go lay down in my bed and just lay there for like hours and be like, I can't, this is not working. And then I have to get up and just go do something to try to make myself tired.
Can you find something on the sleep paralysis demon story thing? Because like what they say is like supposedly is like some demon. I mean, I don't necessarily believe in this, but it's
like
very
the myth
interesting.
that surrounds it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of artwork and mythology that goes around that. But let me find something.
I feel like it's one of those like sort of mental conditions almost that earlier in human history no one understood, like scientifically, like. And so they would link it to weird mythology. So like things like epilepsy have been linked to like demons and things like that. And like at least in the past, obviously we understand things like that now.
Yeah.
But in the past they had to come up with some sort of myth to explain this thing that they didn't understand.
I'm gonna read the thing that I found in the car, which I thought was funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, about the types of dreams that what they mean.
Yeah. So,
which I don't know if I believe in this, like the what your dreams mean thing. I don't know how accurate it is.
I think it can be pretty accurate.
I feel like it's like speculation.
Because I think
when they're like, oh, you dreamed about what? Oh, that means this. This is going to happen. Or this is what you're thinking about.
The accuracy of it.
I don't know if I believe in it.
Maybe not, but
I'd want to like have a doctor talk to me about what it, you know what I mean?
I think like once you actually, when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, it could be connected to
maybe
this or the way I'm feeling about this but like, let me just say like the thing I was reading in the car, like it's kind of weird to think that this is happening to me because I'm like,
you don't feel that way?
Feel this way, but
right,
like,
that's
what
I'm saying.
Well, what if you
subconsciously feel that way? See, and that I think is a dangerous thing. It's the same reason I don't like, this is a whole different discussion.
Like you're planting seeds into your own brain,
right? So like that's why I don't like horoscopes and things because people read them and will religiously like follow them.
Yeah,
and then it's like, well, if you read it, it's pretty generalized, and now you're living your life based on this thing. You're like, oh, like that does link up, that does work with this, and you're basically like, it's almost like you're self-fulfilling those types of things.
Well, you know what's funny is yesterday I was talking to this girl, and she was like, she saw my tattoo, and it's a Leo, and she said, oh, you're a Leo, and she starts like laughing, like, oh my God, and I was like, what? And she goes, I don't know if you know anything about this, but I'm a Scorpio. And then I was like, okay, so you're stubborn. And she's like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, so why are you laughing? She's like, because this would never work. And I was like, okay, well, technically Scorpios don't fucking work with anybody. So
good luck.
Yeah, go, if you're going to fucking believe in that shit, then whatever, dude.
I think all of the like the horoscopes and everything are so generalized. Like anyone can fit into any of those categories.
I think it's interesting, and I also think personality traits and character traits. I believe it to be true, but to religiously think like, oh, you're a Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio, and you're a Leo, and so we're gonna butt heads and blah blah blah, this and that, then it's not going to work out. Okay, if that's how you're going to think, then it's not going to work out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You kind of self-fulfill those things. Like you check boxes off based on those things, which really, and like I said, in my opinion, have no meaning, because if you look at, it's based off of the precession of the equinox and the way that the earth moves, and it's like those constellations don't stay stationary because everything's moving. So like, 3,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, the constellations were slightly shifted. So people who are certain sign or whatever, if you were born 5,000 years ago on the exact same date, you would be technically a different sign because the sun rose through a different constellation just because this way that the solar system works and the way that the galaxy is rotating.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't change a lot, but it still does slightly shift. So, like...
It's definitely an interesting subject, but I do hate those people that are like, oh, you're an Aries, blah, because I'm like, dude, the human personality and mind is so much more complicated than that. Like, you can't just assume you're not going to get along with someone because of their sign. Like, and if you automatically go into it thinking, oh, we're not going to do well, we're not going to mix, or oh, we're so compatible. It's like, dude, you don't know that.
You don't know that, just based on one simple fact.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, me and her, we're supposed to be like the worst of the worst when it comes to anything for our signs.
Yeah.
But
you guys
we're
get
like
along.
the best fucking
we're
friends,
the
dude.
same person.
Yeah.
So
see, and
it goes to show that it doesn't really matter that much, but at the same time, I believe in the fact that I'm 100% a Leo when it comes to all every single trait that they say about a Leo.
That hair, though.
That is me. And you look at this beautiful mane, dude. But do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I feel you. I don't know. I don't put any like stock in it at all. So I haven't read a lot about it. I haven't done like, I don't know. It seems like a lot of mystical nonsense to me. So I don't know. I don't put any stock into things like that.
It's definitely something I would want to like look into. Maybe take a college course on it, just to like.
And like I said, this could be an entire episode on its own.
Yeah.
But let's get back to dreams.
Oh, okay. So
you were gonna read that thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I have dreams all the time that I fly.
Yeah,
I can fly, but it's like a lucid dream. Like I choose to fly.
Like you steering yourself.
Yes.
Do you think you're steering yourself, or do you think that you're
it's like I don't know how to control it. So like I'll fly. So like I'll fly and I'll be like, oh, that was cool. Let me do it again. And I go to try to do it again. And it's like there's no more gas in the tank, dude. It's like, you know what I mean?
I feel you.
But are you controlling your flight because you identify that you're dreaming? Like, you know you're dreaming, so you're like, okay, let me take advantage of this and control the fact that I have the ability to fly in this dream?
I don't think it's more like that. I think it's more like...
Are you a passenger in the dream?
I think it's that. Like, I'm still dreaming. I'm still in the dream, but I choose, in my mind, let me fly again. Because
lucid dreaming is more of you're dreaming and then you realize you're subconsciously dreaming. This is a dream, and then you can go off
like in Inception
and control what happens.
It's like in Inception when they're dreaming and they know they're dreaming.
I think it still has to be like a certain like form of lucid dreaming, though.
I have no idea. I haven't. I'd have to look into it more. But
because like even though I'm not actually like, oh hey, I'm dreaming. I'm gonna go fucking stop World War II from happening.
No,
you know. But at the same time, I'm still making the decision.
So you're like, I feel like it's like a half, like you in your head are trying to make decisions, but you're not fully in control of it.
Anyways, okay, so this thing said...
Yeah, read this thing.
Okay.
Because I found it funny in the car too.
Flying dreams are very interesting, as with airplane dreams. Flying is a very common dream. Flying means that you normally feel unhappy in waking life and that you are totally out of control. Dreaming of flying in the air normally happens when one feels somewhat out of control in life.
And what's the source on that?
No thanks, dude. The source is called antiflow.com.
Interesting.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much dreams about flying, but I feel like you're not a person who's not in control of their life.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I haven't had a flight dream since I was like 5.
Yeah. I've had I haven't had a flight dream. I've had a jumping dream. See, and I remember dreams from when I was young, but I don't remember them now. Like I had one when I was a kid that I jumped and I was like falling. I've had falling dreams that are crazy. I had one where I fell into like a vortex in a mirror. Mm-hmm. It was real weird, and I just like started falling into this like hole and spiraling.
So here's like one of my dreams, dude. So I was at work, okay? Mm-hmm. And then at work they have the forklifts and stuff like that and all that. So like somebody's driving by and they almost hit me. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then they turn and they keep driving. And then I get mad. Mm-hmm. And then I went like so like I had like I guess telekinetic powers, dude. Mm-hmm. And I fucking went like this, put my arms out, closed my hands, and I pulled as hard as I could, and then like the forklift just went right, and they fucking just like flew. Mm-hmm. Like I, with my brain, like stopped them and threw them. Mm-hmm. Right? Like the force.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, these people run out like security guards and shit. Like, hey,
what happened?
Like, no, but like,
they know
like
that you did
army dudes, like,
dude, the way that dreams travel and flow is always so weird to discuss once you're awake. It's one of those things that's always like talked about where people are like, it seems completely plausible and normal in your dream, and then you're like, you start talking about it and you're like, this is so dumb, or this is like, this doesn't make any sense, or like this would never happen, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
so then I'm being chased down by these guys with guns because I used my brain to stop the forklift. And so I'm running and they're being chased and they're shooting at me and shit. And I'm running next to this huge like machine where it was like huge. And then I'm on like a straight path. There's a wall, there's a machine,
and you're just running.
And a straight path. And I'm running. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. They're going to catch up to me. So then I look up and I made the decision
to jump and fly.
Jump and fly over this huge machine thing. But the machine just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger as I was going up. So then I'm like, flying,
right?
Quote unquote flying, and then like I'm trying to land and I don't know how to land, so like I'm like, oh fuck,
yeah.
And so I literally just like, you know, like when you're on a slide, dude,
yeah,
you're like this,
and
then I started going through like fucking like walls after wall after wall, just like
kind of like in that Inception, or not dude. Inception in Interstellar when he falls into the black hole, and
it was literally just like that, dude. Almost identical. Yeah.
The image that I have in my head of you like flying by this machine that's just like this like wall that's just like continuously going. It's reminiscent of like the one recurring dream that I have is me running up a slanted hill with like a forest on one side, and it feels like when I remember it, I feel like I can remember one being like running up this hill that I can't like run fast enough up this hill. Yeah. And then I also feel like I can see it in third person, and I see myself like super angled and slanted trying to run this hill, and I just like can't, like it's like too hard for me to run it up the hill. And it just, that's the whole dream. It's like a loop.
Like you're in mud.
I hate those.
Like I'm in mud, yeah.
I have so many dreams where like my life depends on like running away from something, and it's
and you
like
can't,
it's like my body just won't move. Or there's been ones where like I'm trying to like fight someone and I like go to punch and it's like my arms just
dude,
moving.
That happens to me
motion.
all the time.
Yeah, those are
like
super
sludge.
Yeah, you feel like your whole body like you just like can't like.
And it's weird for me too,
and I don't know,
because like,
is there anything about what that means? Quote, like having like not being able to like punch hard enough, or you can't run fast enough, or like. I don't know if there's, I mean, I'm sure there's someone who says something about what it means, but I'm just intrigued by
what. It says, what does it mean when you try to run in your dreams, but you can't?
What's the source on it? It's cute.
This one's from
blank.com.
Runner's World.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's probably a nightmare for a runner.
Right.
You may be feeling powerless in a situation.
Same thing as flying.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It's like they're actually saying it's may also reflect like an actual state of REM paralysis while in the dream state.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's basically sleep paralysis, but you're in the dream. Like you're not conscious. It's not actual sleep paralysis because your brain is not conscious.
Yeah.
In any way.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like in dream.
Sleep
paralysis.
In dream paralysis. Yeah. That's odd.
Well, when I would have those dreams about like trying to like fight somebody and then like not being able to punch, it would just like bring me down even more because I'm like, I'm a fucking martial artist, dude, and I can't. I'm punching like,
yeah,
you know. Oh. Hey, that did not hurt.
Yeah, I don't know. It's when I've anytime I've ever done that in like a dream, it always seems like I can't connect at all. You know what I mean? Like it seems like I'm punching like through something almost. Mm-hmm. And when you do, you never actually hit the thing. It seems like you just keep going.
It's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating. I feel like I wake up irritated from those dreams.
Yeah, I do too. It's pretty wild, dude.
Pretty wild?
Wild.
So I looked into the sleep paralysis demon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing specific. Basically, it kind of just says because of the times, like because of the cycles that sleep paralysis typically happens in the REM stage of sleep, you're highly susceptible to hallucinations. And so a lot of it is connected to bad dreams, like he said. So you not only feel the weight on your chest, but like
you can hallucinate things.
You can hallucinate things.
So I wonder if it comes from people hallucinating, like, especially like if you're like overly religious about stuff, then if your fear is like demons and things like that, then maybe you're hallucinating your fear on time. You know what I mean? Like,
remember when I told you
you're hallucinating
a demon,
a car crash?
Yeah.
Remember I told you I thought that my apartment was
haunted.
Dude, I was like a fucking like computer, dude, just like
processing.
Cannot compute. Control Alt Delete.
But remember when I thought that my apartment was haunted?
Yes,
dude, that was connected with a lot of bad dreams and probably the most sleep paralysis I had within like a year's span.
Was when you were like living in a place you thought was haunted.
Interesting. And I would have dreams of
the haunting,
ghosts, or spirits, or evil stuff trying to like kill me or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And that's okay. So as we've talked about this, it
could
seems
be
like
all a mental thing, but at the same time, it sucks that it happens.
Right. It seems like sleep paralysis is always accompanied by some underlying fear,
like or stress.
Oh yeah, it seems like it's not necessarily caused by it, but when you have the sleep paralysis effect or hallucination, whatever it is, it's always accompanied by some sort of fear that is sort of resonating that you have at the time, or that is like deeply seated in you, or like.
But also, she said stress, so living in that apartment was probably the most stressful fucking like year and a half of my entire fucking life. Dude.
Yeah. So I mean, it could be connected to that too.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
There's just so much that it could be, but then it's also like I wish there was an explanation.
Right. You could have
a legitimate.
You could put your finger on why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it seemed very vague because I was even looking into like the treatments and there's like diagnosis, and they're just like, oh yeah, just get a better sleep schedule. Don't be stressed out. It's like oh, never thought of that before.
Right. I wish I wasn't stressed out, but I have shit to do.
Dude, it got so bad to the point where I actually wanted to go to a doctor for it. Like it was that bad, and I wanted to just figure out
why.
Why, and like she said, like. Online, it tells you so many vague things. Like, What could I legitimately do better
to solve this?
Yeah. Like, even if it's diet or whatever it needs to be.
The brain is just so complicated, and dreams are so like, it's not like, oh, your bone is broken. We know what to do about that.
We know how to fix that. It's the human brain still seems to be one of those things that modern science still hasn't figured out. Like, it's one of those things that it still baffles a lot of people that try to, like, we generally know where, like, what parts of the brain do different things. We know how a brain works, kind of, like, you know, we understand how the cells work, and like, but there's a lot about our consciousness and
subconsciousness,
exactly, all those things that we actually think that we still don't really quite understand.
Yeah, when it's like, kind of like, I was diagnosed with ADD when I was like 10, and they put me on Concerta, and then like a year later they're like, oh, she doesn't have ADD, she was just a 10-year-old.
Exactly.
And I'm like, all right.
I don't like that.
That's
modern
the problem
feature.
with this fucking society.
A lot of people like ADD, let's put your kids on drugs, or ADHD, you need Ritalin,
or even it sucks because like people with depression and everything, they get prescribed to antidepressants, but they have to try like 5 before they can find one that kind of works, and it's just like, it's like hopeless. Yeah.
I saw, it was stupid. I saw a commercial the other day for, it was similar to an antidepressant, but it was like, the whole commercial was framed like, are you depressed? Are you on antidepressants? Are you not quite, like, do you still have episodes of depression? Take this drug in conjunction with your current antidepressant. And it was like, okay, guarantee you the company that makes that in conjunction with your antidepressant drugs also makes antidepressant drugs. Like, there's a lot of that bullshit that goes around. It's like
what Apple does.
And like, yeah, they're like, oh, here's your phone, but you need a new one this year, or we're going to connect all these things together. And you
change the entire composition of the charger, so you can't use the old chargers
now you have
anymore.
to get you have to completely envelop in that ecosystem. I don't know, mental health is something that's really lacking in our understanding in modern society.
And it
always has,
dreams go hand in hand with like your mental mentality and mental state.
I always thought that because I have such wild dreams, that could be a reason why I have such a creative mind.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or like before I was a photographer, I would like always come up with like movies or not necessarily scripts because I wouldn't actually write them, but like ideas for movies. Or like I was in the car. I don't remember who I was with. And it might have been Julia or somebody else, but then I was like describing this whole like scene. Oh, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then you know what I mean? Like all this shit.
You do that to me so often.
Yeah, and then I was just like,
listen to this idea.
I was like, dude, I should write movies. Dude. You know, like
I'm the same way though. I'll have like a dream, and there's always, dude, my dreams are crazy. There's always this crazy like. The most recent one I had, there was this really interesting creature that I had encountered, kind of like the creature from the Blue Lagoon or whatever, the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
And like, I immediately like realized subconsciously how crazy this thing looked. And I like woke up instantly and I was like, I need to draw that. Like, I need to draw that creature that I just saw in my dream.
I've heard that it's I haven't started doing it, but I kind of want to. I was recommended to me that I should keep a dream journal. So every morning when you wake up, if you have a dream, you immediately, first thing you do is roll over, grab your dream journal and describe your dream on that page. So then you can read through the dreams that you've had, so that way you don't forget them. And it was on this, and I don't know how much I believe in this, but it's like this thing that was like, this is how you can learn to lucid dream and control it, is by like going through and writing a dream journal and learning the things that you dream about often. So that way when you have those dreams, you're more likely to be like, or like writing on your hand like I'm dreaming. So then in your dream you populate I'm dreaming on your hand. Very weird but interesting. I don't know if it works or not, but
there's
I was
a
just
lot
like,
of different methods.
Yeah,
to
and
like getting yourself.
I don't know if I believe in it, but it's It seems intriguing.
That's still a mental thing, though. Like,
yeah.
You wrote on your hand, so now it's in your brain that is written on your hand.
Right. So then now when you're in your dream, you'll see it there.
I don't know if I would ever do that, though, because I already have such crazy experiences. And, like, the thing that scares me the most is that aside the very obvious out of this world dreams, like when I have a bad dream that could be realistic or like a shitty situation in a dream that could be real, I get nervous and scared, and it affects me a lot when I wake up because I've had multiple dreams that have come true. They've come true years later, the next day, and like to a T.
Yeah.
To a T.
And does that, I'm always curious about, does that line up with things like the reason we feel like deja vu type feelings?
It does have
what I mean?
A
like,
connection to that.
Because that's another weird like mental thing where you're like, I feel like I've done this before, but I haven't. But
all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's been times where like dreams and sleep has fucked me up so bad that when I finally wake up, even though it was like an hour of sleep, I will like refuse to go back
back to sleep.
You know what I mean?
In fear that you'll re-enter that space.
I've had dreams that have like changed my perspective on like a person.
Yeah.
I'll be like, damn. That dream kind of made me not want to hang out with that person anymore.
See, I mean, I feel like that's like dangerous because you dreamt that it didn't actually happen. So now that you, like when you bring it into the real world, then it's like that person has no idea that you thought that, you know? Like,
but at the same time, I feel like there would have to be like a preemptive reason that you would dream something like that.
You're subconsciously thinking that person is capable of that or like that. Yeah. Which I guess makes sense.
This person sucks.
One thing when you brought up creativity and having crazy dreams, it's interesting. There was a study about people who use THC and how their dreams get a lot less vivid because they're using that part of their creative brain or that creative part of their brain while they are under the influence of this thing, that then when they go to sleep, that part of their brain is tired. And so when you dream, like when you sleep, that part of your brain isn't dreaming.
Also, the processing of the brain is a lot slower.
Well, like not necessarily going to sleep while you're under the influence of THC, but if you use THC,
once you've been using it all day,
yes, and then you go to sleep and you're completely sober, right? But then you go to sleep, but that part of your brain that processes that is so worn out from being under the influence of it that it just doesn't dream.
I feel like that kind of makes sense, but I've never paid attention to or like tested it.
I've also heard though, some people it gives them even crazier dreams. And some people, when they stop, it gives them even more vivid dreams than they had prior to use.
Seems very vague.
Yeah,
again, like everything else.
Exactly, yes. It's all because you're playing with your mental like state and your consciousness and a bunch of things. So it's like
so many like different
we don't fully understand.
Factors can go in. Like I bet you anything that the amount of sleep that you get can affect it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because like generally when I generally sleep like 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
Which sometimes makes me tired because you shouldn't sleep more than 8 hours.
Double
That's
the
ridiculous.
amount of sleep I get usually. Usually I'm like 4 to 6 hours.
But when I sleep that much, I wake up and I've been asleep for so long that I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't dream or I don't remember dreaming.
You forgot it before you woke up.
Yeah, but then when I get like 5 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep, like I'll wake up and I'll be like, dude, I just had like 3 crazy dreams that I can remember. So I feel like the amount of sleep also affects you because you're going through different stages of the sleep cycle depending on how long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it...
I'm getting so ADD right now.
I wonder if it affects like when you sleep.
I'm like...
And then you wake up and then you go back to sleep.
And then you...
Like I used to do that a lot where I'd fall asleep, wake up, go back to sleep, re-enter REM sleep, and then you wake up and you're more tired. Like that's why like you shouldn't press snooze on your alarm because you get more tired from doing that.
That's all I ever do too. It's so bad.
That's what Julia did it this morning.
I don't even know why I set an alarm. I didn't have anything to do.
She put an alarm and I was like,
I woke
turned
up
it
on
off.
my own this morning without an alarm, and I was so proud of myself. Woke up at 5:58.
So Julia put an alarm. It went off. Woke both of us up. She turned it off. And I said,
Nope.
Do you have to be somewhere?
Wait, you talked to... Did I respond?
Yeah, you said no.
Oh. I don't remember that.
Okay, well, just making sure because you just turned off your alarm and it's been an hour already. So,
Dude, my favorite thing is when you are up already and your alarm goes off and you're like, I'm already fucking awake. Like,
you just get mad.
Yeah. I always get mad at my phone. I'm like, I'm awake. You should know this.
Dude, I put like 1,000 alarms, dude.
That's usually what I do to wake up. It's a bunch of
my
alarms. But I haven't set an alarm since I stopped working a quote 9-to-5 job. I've just like been getting up and doing what I need to do.
I have an alarm for
Been
every
so nice.
occasion.
I make my own schedule.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of fucking
That's
alarms,
another
Jesus.
interesting thing, though, like how he just said that he asked me something and I was like,
You don't remember?
There has been times where one of the stories that stuck out the most to me, I was super exhausted. And I went to go take a nap and I was like, hey, Mom, can you wake me up in like an hour so that I can go take care of this thing that I need to take care of? And she was like, oh, yeah, sure, you know? So I wake up in the morning, right? And I go up to my mom and I'm like, Mom, what the heck? Like, I told you to wake me up. And she's like, I did. And I was like, obviously not. And she was like, yeah, I walked into your room. I shook you. Yeah. And I said, hey, Julia, get up. You sat up, looked me in the eyes and said, it's the wrong key. And then went back to bed. And I was sitting there and I was like, first of all, that's really fucking creepy and weird. Second of all, if I told you words that didn't even make sense, you should have probably known that that was not me waking up. I'm not awake until I leave the bed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What I find interesting is lately I've done it before, but lately I've been getting to a point where like, and it's not because I've been up for too many hours, but I'll be tired and I'll be ready to fall asleep. And then like I'll be on the couch or something and I'll be sitting like upright and then I'll start to like doze and like my head starts to sink. And then like Austin will be on the couch next to me or across the couch. And then he'll just be like, hey, John, like, are you awake? And I'm like, yep, I'm definitely awake. Like, I'm perfect awake. And then next thing I know, I'm asleep. And then he'll say something and immediately I can just recall and be like, yep, I'm awake. I'm not asleep. And then back again. Like, and I don't remember doing most of it, but he was like, yeah, you kept just
nodding out.
I'm awake. And then just out. And then finally it's just a dead, like,
dude, bringing that up reminds me of like how I work. I have windows, right? So I'll start to get tired at like
Windows PC?
9 p.m. No. I'll start to get tired at 9 p.m. and I'll be like so exhausted, you know, and I'll be like, okay, I can go to bed right now. But then I get distracted and go off and do some other things and, you know, an hour passes and I'll like be like...
Not be tired anymore?
And then I am not tired. And it's like every other hour I have windows of opportunity where I can actually sleep. And if I don't take those chances... it takes me forever to go to bed.
Damn it, Juan. Playing footsie with me. That reminds me of, so one of my friends who plays drums in another band, a touring band, we were talking and he was talking about like sleep on tour because it's really like hard to find like a time to sleep. And he was just saying, he's like, one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give you is like, if someone needs to sleep and they're tired, they go to sleep. Like, let them sleep wherever it is. Sleep in the back of the van, sleep in your friend's house who you're visiting, whatever it is. Like when last time we were in California, I just took a nap on the couch in the middle of the day because I was like, I'm just so exhausted. I just need to sleep here. So he was like, just let them sleep because then what happens is you miss that window where you're tired and then you get involved into doing something again. And you're like, now I have to go play a show and I have to go do this and we have to drive. And you miss that whole opportunity to sleep and then you don't feel tired anymore. And then you start to get cranky and you get weird, which is, you know, you don't want to be, when you're on tour, you don't want to be like that. But it just reminded me of the same sort of like window of opportunity. If you miss it, it's fucking gone. Like,
Yeah, I feel like waking up is the same as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's times I'll wake up 2 hours before my alarm even goes off and I'll be like up.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if I got out of bed that moment, I would be fine. But I'm always like,
I could sleep a little
I have
longer.
another 2 hours before
And
my
you sleep
alarm
for like
goes
4
off.
hours?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I'd be like, oh, I can sleep for another little bit, and then wake up and be like, fuck, I'm late.
Yeah,
I need to go to this.
You don't do what you need to do.
Exactly. And you fuck it up.
That happens to me all the time.
Juan, you knocked your can over.
Did I?
Yeah, I can
Is
see
it
it.
spilling?
I don't know. Is there still bang left in it?
Also, I'm pretty sure Juan sleeps in or talks in his sleep.
I do. Everybody tells me that all the time.
I only know because for once I stayed up later than you. Usually I'm out within minutes, and he's kicked me in the face before, and I did not wake up.
Just
On the
boom.
on the couch. Well, what did
Boom.
I say?
Huh?
What happened?
Honestly, it was complete gibberish. I couldn't understand you. You weren't. No. That's the thing. He was enunciating. Like he wasn't.
like not mumbling.
He
but
wasn't mumbling. He wasn't slurring.
I mumble when I'm awake. So.
Mumble
Yeah,
rap.
which is weird. Like you were, your lips were fully functional, but you were not speaking
You were
English.
not coherent.
You were not speaking English. It was some
alien language.
I was like, what?
Maybe he was getting taken over by an alien.
Wow.
Bring this full circle.
Maybe I really am a robot.
001
One of my
00.
6,000 languages were
Mm-hmm.
coming out of my fucking.
Or maybe you are a mutant.
That or
A
like
mutant.
your programmers were reprogramming you. And you're
From the
"Zing, zap,
cloud-
zoop,
from the
zap,"
cloud.
From the cloud, yeah. I can't remember what fucking there's a meme of some kind, and it's like it's about a movie or something. It's like when you wake up before the sun is up, and then it's just like a picture of a road and there's like squares taken out, and it's like when you wake up and the creators or the programmers of the world haven't finished building it yet, and it's like you walk out, it's all like pixelated.
That's funny.
Dude, I'm like notorious for
Notorious.
for talking in my sleep, doing shit in my sleep, replying and having conversations in my sleep. My mom always tells people, if you want to know something, ask Juan when he's asleep.
I'm the same way, but you have to like talk to like you physically have to like touch me and shake me, and I'll apparently according to my mother,
yeah,
I will look
somehow
at
wake
you
up, but
into
you won't be
your
awake.
face,
Yeah.
and say random stuff, but I'm not awake, and none of it makes any sense.
I kind of want to do a case study on you, Juan. We can get you into one of those sleep labs.
Dude,
and
I'm
put all the
so
sensors on your brain.
down,
Oh my
dude.
gosh,
fun.
wait, we should do both of us asleep and see if you can stimulate both of us, and then see if we interact with each
Ooh,
other.
can I get you guys to have a conversation in your
sleep.
sleep? That would be fun. I'll be like a mad scientist on the side.
he'll
Be
be
like, all right,
He'll be speaking some other language, and I'll
you'll
just be like,
understanding it.
it's the wrong key.
What would be weird is if you started speaking the same weird language.
That would be crazy.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a sleep lab, and I'm gonna tell the doctors, I'm like, all right, I'm sitting on the sidelines of this. They're sleeping. I'm gonna try to get them to do shit.
You'll be the conductor. I also
Yeah.
sleepwalk apparently as well.
Nope, me
That's
too.
fun.
But I
One
don't.
time I was training for nationals when I was like 10, dude. I was training for nationals. My dad would make me do Pilates every morning. Well, when I was training, and my cousin was staying the night, and he walked into my room, and I was doing my Pilates in my sleep, and humming the theme song of the Pilates DVDs that we had, dude. It's just like
That's gold.
dude. And then my brother was like,
Why don't you take a
not my
video?
brother, my cousin was like, what are you
That's
doing?
a video.
Dude, I was
for
like
sure.
10. We didn't have phones.
But still,
There's no video.
home cameras. Hey. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
We have it in 40 minutes.
Oh.
9:30.
Oh.
Bum, 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 bum,
Hmm?
bum.
Probably so you can
When
get
did I
your
tell
ass
you
home.
9?
This is
Yeah.
all a dream.
This is all a dream.
Thank you for very rudely interrupting our podcast, John. John? Fuck you, John.
Yeah. We're wrapping up soon.
Wrap it up.
Sorry about that. I'm going to cut that part out.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because. I can leave it in if you want.
Then it wouldn't be the Untamed podcast.
I guess so, huh? So I'll leave it in.
I was humming a nice little tune.
Well, either way, I have a meeting.
Wait, you don't want them to know? You don't want people to know?
No, it's fine. We didn't say where the meeting's at, but I have a band meeting after this podcast is done taping.
It's super duper secret and special.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's wrap up.
Well, yep. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the one time I felt like I might have sleepwalked was when I was a kid, and
Sleptwalk.
all I remember of it is my mom found me sitting in the backyard on our bench.
Wow.
Like,
that is scary.
Yeah.
I've had way crazier stuff.
Like that's the only thing I remember. I don't remember anything else. I just remember being outside and like sitting there and having my mom like wake me up. I just remember being woken up, sitting on the bench and being like, my mom was like, why are you outside? And I was like, I don't know.
I woke up to my
That's
mom.
happened to me a couple times. It's kind of scary.
I don't know what's going on. And she's like, get in the house. And
it's
I was
kind of scary.
maybe like 8. I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom about the full story if she remembers, but
I was
like
12.
that's the only time I remember.
What scares me about the combination of being able to sleepwalk and like physically opening my eyes while I'm still asleep is like, what if I'm asleep and I like sleepwalk and grab my car keys
and start driving
driving or something else? Like,
if you do shit
I feel like
while
I
you're
could
sleeping.
get myself in trouble. Luckily, I don't think anything has happened, but I wouldn't know.
Right.
When I was 12, I woke up to my mom bitch slapping me because I walked out of my room with my blanket wrapped around my body, and I walked up to her water cooler and I started peeing in it.
I'd probably bitch slap you
That's
too.
funny. Just, what are you doing? And you're like, huh?
My mom fucked me up, dude. She was like, what the fuck?
That's funny.
There was a year-long period when I was 5 where every night my mom would have to put me back into bed because we had hardwood floors and her bedroom was right across from my bedroom. And she told me that every night, like after I'd been asleep for a couple of hours, she would just hear this huge slam and she'd walk in and I was passed out on the floor because I rolled out of bed.
Slam, slap up.
I guess I just couldn't stay in the bed.
Just couldn't stay in the bed?
Yeah. I'd wake up upside down.
Yeah.
I was a crazy sleeper. I still am.
I don't remember any of them, but I remember when I was like up until maybe like 6, I had like crazy night terrors. Like I'd wake up just screaming and my mom would like be like, what the hell's happening? And I'd just be fucking freaking out. Don't remember.
Nothing, mom. I'm just a bitch.
Don't remember doing it. Fuck you. Don't remember them. Don't remember what they were about. And could you stop kicking that damn can around? Making lots of noise.
I've never had a night terror or sleep paralysis, but I've had all kinds of other crazy shit. I've dreamt in black and white.
I can't remember my night terrors at all. Nothing about them. I just vaguely remember having them.
Dreamt
like being
in
woken up from them.
I've dreamt in third person, first person, black and white, all kinds of crazy stuff.
I don't think I've ever dreamed of black and white.
Dreamt.
It was weird.
Dreamt.
I don't know.
Tomato.
Potato. You say, yeah. There's a funny Office quote where he's like, Michael's like, you say tomato, I say, or you say potato, I say tomato. And everyone's like, the fuck?
Poor Michael.
I love that show. Well, anyways, I do have to run. It's been about an hour and 20 minutes or so. Thank you for listening this week. This is episode 11 of the Untamed podcast.
Episode 11.
If you have questions, comments, concerns, complaints, you want to yell at us, you want to tell us you love us, whatever it may be, send us an email at theuntamedpodcast.wild at gmail.com, or you can send us a DM on Instagram, or you can send us a message on Facebook at The Untamed Podcast. It's The Untamed Podcast. It's pretty simple. Go find us on Instagram. Go find us on Facebook. Send us an email if you have suggestions on topics you want us to talk about, guests you want to hear, anything like that, whatever. If you want to convince Juan to go watch Game of Thrones, send an message of some kind so we can count them.
Message.
I like how he only gives you crap about it.
Well, because we have a running thing now. We have to convince him to watch it with viewer or listener.
There's no
votes.
we. I haven't seen it either.
Okay, If you think that Juan and Julia should both watch Game of Thrones, send us an email or a message because they need to watch it because it's awesome. I'm going to keep saying it until we get enough votes. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch you.
Oh.
That sounds creepy.
That's a lot, dude.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
You can go follow me. My name is John Havenhill. You can find me at John_Human Sounds at Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat and all that kind of stuff. You can find my band Desert Fish Band at Desert Fish Band on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. We got some shows coming up and tickets available. Go look for it. We're playing the Marquee is our next show in August. Actually, it's August now. August 21st. Playing with Catch a Fire and Earthcry. Go buy tickets. We've got them for $15.
Catch a Fire.
Yes. They're actually a really, really good band. They got some cool songs for sure. It's going to be fun. It's going to be the Marquee. It's going to be big.
Sometimes when you talk, I feel like you're in like fast forward.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, when I run like ad shit like that, when I have to like...
Dude,
I feel like I got to fire it quickly so I can get all the information out before you stop listening.
Like how at the very end of a commercial, it's like, please do not do this in this area or else you might die.
Yes.
Also, please be aware that the side effects may be suicide and blah, 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 blah.
Yep. All the things that we don't want you to know. And there you go. Go buy
It's
buy
funny.
this product.
One of our podcasts, I don't remember which one it was, but I actually had to check if it was on the fast forward mode because I was like, dude, what the fuck?
I think you just talk pretty slow. So in comparison,
as he yawns.
No, it's not me. It's John.
Yeah, it's definitely me.
I should have done the podcast like this, dude.
that
You look
looks
pretty
real
relaxed.
comfy.
Anyways, you want to plug some stuff there, Juan?
Yeah, you can follow my Instagram at Juanald, JUANALDDD.
There it is.
I mixed it
Triple
up. This
D's.
time. I mixed it up. this
Triple
time.
D's. Whoa. Wow.
Dude,
To the end of his thing.
Triple D.
How bad does your back hurt?
A.
But the other one, which is 2 D's and one of them is for you.
Mm-hmm.
That one's funny
2
too.
D's and one of them's for you. JUANALDD. 2 D's and one of them's for you.
That's
Okay.
Snap or something.
That's
or
Snapchat.
Twitter. To Twitter?
And Twitter, which I don't use. Also, if you want to buy a print of my photography,
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, I saw the picture you uploaded. They're really cool.
go ahead.
And I want one.
Let me know.
Letting you know now, I want one.
Okay. It'll be $80
Nice.
just from you, though.
Just for me?
Yeah, just from you.
Mm.
Everybody else will have a decent price. Dude. All right. Thank you for listening to the
Julia, do you want to plug anything?
Podcast. Do that every time. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
Julia.
You do. Why do you hate me, Juan?
I don't know.
So I do have an Instagram if you would like to follow that. I have a Twitter too, but I don't know any of the information because I don't do that. But my Instagram is Expiravit. That is spelled EXXSPIRAVIT.
Boom.
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 Well, thank you for listening to yet
Thank
another
you for
episode.
listening for the Untamed podcast. What the fuck?
Juan, wake up. You have to go to work.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Untamed podcast. I'm Juan.
And I'm John.
And we will talk to you next time.
We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
But